Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the skies. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mother said, read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Life asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. This time it's danger staring you in the face. Well, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. All I know is love will save the day. All I know is love will save the day.
Wow, what a performance. Thank you, Telly Leung. Good evening, friends. Welcome to the 9th annual StartOut Awards. We are so glad that you could join us for this special virtual celebration. I am Matteo Lane. Yes, it's me, comedian, podcaster, artist, Mariah Carey enthusiast, but whatever. I'm very excited to be here and host tonight's festivities. Though we're not together in person, I still have a cocktail in my hand, my favorite cup. Thank you for being a friend. Oh, yeah. Can't do what he did, but and the best part about doing this at home is I've got Thai food on the way. So if at any moment you hear a buzzer, look, this is what life is. It's 2020. Let me just order my Thai food. But anyways, we're here tonight, and I cannot wait to hear from tonight's honorees who exemplify our theme, which is here for one another. Zuleyka, Colin Walsh, Jérôme, Guillen, Martine, Rothblatt. There are so many benefits, by the way, of going virtual. One, it means I can be in my underwear and wear a nice shirt and fool all of you. And two, it means we have guests from all over the world and all over the country. And I think I see a few people on they're watching right now. Hi, it's me. Okay. Anyways, we'd love to see what you're wearing and what you're watching. And so tag us using hashtag SOA2020 and hashtag StartOut Awards. So thanks for being here, and a very special thanks to our VIP guests. I hope you guys got your party box in time. Now, you can all find each other in the chat, so make sure to say hi, send me your phone numbers, Instagram handles, but please continue to do so throughout the night. You can send clapping emojis, just be a part of the show, just have a good time. And it'll really help support the work of StartOut. The chat is also a place to let us know if there's any sort of tech issues, right? So think Mariah Carey 2 years ago at New Year's. How many of us wish we could have been like, what's happening? I would also like to give a special thanks to StartOut's longtime supporters and sponsors of tonight's events. Thank you, Ogilvy, and thank you, Oric. All right, let's get going. With a global health crisis and a heightened civil rights movement and fires spreading like fires, our LGBTQ plus entrepreneur community presses on, and we are all here for one another. So let's hear from one of our recent StartOut Growth Lab graduates, Ashley Wilson.
Thank you, Matteo. My name is Ashley Wilson, and I am the founder and CEO of AuditMate, the first ever elevator maintenance auditing software. I was raised in the elevator industry. It sure had its ups and downs. AuditMate is a startup, yes, but our focus is not technology or elevators. Our focus is people. When we empower people with honesty, transparency, and information, they thrive. And it's simply the right thing to do. Being an entrepreneur can be lonely, which led me to StartOut. I had never been to a networking event that was so welcoming and embracing. I have since become deeply involved in StartOut. I'm a graduate of Growth Lab, cohort 6, and also on the San Francisco programming board. Without these brave, smart, and powerful humans, I would not be nearly as sane, being a prop tech startup CEO in COVID-19, and definitely not as happy. Thank you, StartOut. You have changed my life and who I am as a CEO.
Thank you so much, Ashley, for sharing your amazing story. It's very inspirational. If you are feeling moved by what you see here tonight, we've made it easier than ever to make a donation to StartOut. All you have to do is pull out your phone and text SOAWARDS to 44321. You'll then receive a link to donate where you can contribute at any level that feels comfortable for you. It's really, really easy. All right, next up, I'd like to welcome StartOut's illustrious executive director, Andres Weidler.
Thanks, Matteo, for your intro. You know, though, that no one wants to follow a comedian, right? Anyway, thrilled to be here. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me get this off my chest right away. I'm incredibly proud of you. Thanks to your passion and dedication, 2020 is turning out to be the most impactful year in our history. Let me take a moment and thank you. No, seriously, you are the best. Who would have thought that by now, our mentors allow us to match a mentee just about every day? That a new investor joins our portal every couple of days? That our small but fearless team weathered the storm, stood by you, and made a difference with more members than ever before? Or that our chapter boards turned on a dime and hosted a record-breaking number of all virtual events? A special shout out goes to our sponsors who could not have been more flexible and generous. We're very fortunate to count you as our friends. At the end of the day, though, impact is what matters. It's awesome to see that our entrepreneurs are living up to the challenge, asking for your support when they need it, and jumping through whatever hoops they need to get out of this pandemic stronger than ever. As you've heard from Ashley and we'll hear from Johan and Kelly and our amazing honorees, they keep building businesses, creating jobs, innovating and pivoting and disrupting like mad, all to feed a virtuous cycle for our community. We know all too well from our Startup Pride Economic Impact Index that a lot of work has yet to be done. For example, 2/3 of our major cities in the US don't include even a single high-growth entrepreneur who's out. And the vast majority of funding is all concentrating in just one market, the San Francisco Bay Area. We can and must and will do better. I'm optimistic for a good reason. The last few months have proven that our community is resilient, our community is passionate, our community is smart, and as we all know, a great deal of fun to be with. So let's toast to each other, an even more impactful year, and by all means, a festive evening tonight. Thank you all, cheers, and back to you, Matteo.
Wow, thank you, Andres. It is great to hear all that StartOut is doing for our LGBTQ plus community to help aspiring entrepreneurs get off their feet, especially in this difficult time. The StartOut Pride Economic Impact Index was fascinating to hear about. We need more diversity amongst LGBTQ entrepreneurs, and we just need more LGBTQ plus entrepreneurs. Speaking of entrepreneurs, let's give some awards out. To present StartOut's Next Generation Award to Zuleyka, is our very dear friend, Thomas Gaynor, a founder and host of the StartOut Growth Lab. Following the Next Generation Award will be Mike Sullivan, presenting StartOut's Trailblazer Award to Colin Walsh. Welcome, Thomas.
Thank you, Matteo, for that terrific introduction. It's amazing to think that this is the 9th annual awards gala. It's also amazing to think that it's only a mere 3.5 years ago since Andres and I founded the StartOut Growth Lab together. And we envisioned this endeavor to specifically support, strengthen, mentor, and inspire the LGBTQ entrepreneur community to achieve their innovation dreams. And we've done that with the tremendous support and generous hosting of the Growth Lab by my firm, DLA Piper. We certainly had no idea what we'd see in 2020, but we sure have changed, hopefully for the better. One of the world's top 5 global law firms with recognized practices in mergers and acquisitions, emerging companies, private equity, and IP. We went virtual overnight in March without skipping a beat for our teams or for our clients. And so did the Growth Lab. In a test of its resiliency, we now host entrepreneurs virtually from their hometowns nationwide and deliver our programming virtually with the help of the amazing Chris Davidson and his team. This is why it's my particular pleasure to introduce to you tonight's awardee of the Next Generation Award. Zuleyka Strassner represents the very best of the ideals of StartOut, the Growth Lab, and LGBTQ entrepreneurism generally. Everyone who has worked with her or has had the pleasure of meeting her has said the same thing. She's a dynamic force of nature and she will move mountains to fulfill her vision. She embodies what we are here tonight to celebrate. Zuleyka, originally from London, studied politics at Oxford and was VP of the Oxford Union, the world's most famous debating society. She founded and is the CEO of Zero Grocery, the first online grocery store to be zero waste and free of single-use plastics. Zero offers next-day delivery of more than 850 products in primarily glass jars and silicone bags. Previously, she was Chief of Staff at Felicis Ventures. Before that, she worked as a policy advisor for the Labour Party in the UK. It is a sincere pleasure tonight to join you in honoring this year's recipient of the Next Generation Award, Zuleyka.
Hello, I'm Zuleyka Strassner, founder and CEO of Zero, zerogrocery.com. We are the very first zero-waste online grocery store. We deliver next day here in the Bay Area with absolutely no single-use plastic. I cannot believe it is the 9th annual StartOut Awards, and I'm extremely honored to receive the Next Generation Excellence Award, in part because this award comes from our queer community, and in part because it celebrates dynamic, up-and-coming founders and entrepreneurs. Building this company has been the absolute joy of my life. We incorporated in early 2019, and we've scaled in what is one of the most arduous moments in global history, providing communities up and down the Bay Area with groceries and the food that they eat. We've 22x'd just in the last 5 months, and we've now raised nearly $5 million in total. But building this company has not been easy by any stretch of the imagination. As you may well know, venture capital in 2019, only 2.8% went to women. If you look at the last decade, 0.0006% went to Black women. As a trans Black founder, I'm hoping that my journey, your journey, and the support that we provide this community enables so many more young women and men like me to build companies that are truly changing the world. Who we are, our background, our beliefs, our race should never be the deciding factor or the inhibiting factor in our achievements. And there is something so special about this community and who we are and how we operate and the love and support that we show each other. Please continue doing the good work that you're doing. Invest particularly in those young, diverse founders and give them the tools and the support that they need to really go on and change the world. Diverse founders build truly diverse companies. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hi everybody, I'm Mike Sullivan, Chair of the StartOut Board of Advisors and Head of the San Francisco Corporate Group at Orrick, Harrington and Sutcliffe. Orrick's been a proud sponsor of StartOut from the very beginning, and I'm happy that this is our 5th straight year of support at the highest platinum level. I'm even happier to have the honor to give this year's StartOut Trailblazer Award to an old friend, Colin Walsh. Colin has had senior positions at some of the world's largest financial institutions over the past 25 years, starting in San Francisco, but including a long stint in London. 5 years ago, he returned to San Francisco to found Varo Money, an innovative fintech company. Varo had a goal to be a digitally native consumer financial institution and to be the first consumer fintech to get an actual bank charter from US regulators. Not easy. After years of slogging with regulators at the Federal Reserve and the FDIC and the Comptroller of the Currency, Varo announced just 2 months ago that they'd received their bank charter, first in the industry. I'm a Tesla owner. What I love about my Tesla is that I can tell in every detail that it was built from the ground up to be an electric vehicle. I think of Varo as the Tesla of banks, built to be online from the ground up, with low overhead, instant peer-to-peer payments, no fees on overdrafts, high yields on savings, and amazing customer service. So Colin, congrats to you and Varo on being true trailblazers. Foursquare, before SoFi, as the first chartered digital bank. I know this is all virtual this year, but I'm going to raise a real glass to go with your 2020 StartOut Trailblazer Award. Now go chase that Tesla valuation. Congrats.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks to Oric for your strong support for StartOut. It's an honor for me to be here today and to be accepting the Trailblazer Award. I'd also like to congratulate the other amazing nominees, including Martine, Jérôme, and Zuleyka. I started Varo 5 years ago to improve the financial well-being of millions of Americans who need a better bank. And from my past experience in banking, I knew that we couldn't be just like another fintech with a sponsor bank operating on the back end. Varo needed to become its own bank. That was quite a contrarian view at the time. No bank charters had been issued since the last financial crisis, and certainly none to a fintech. And Silicon Valley conventional wisdom said that you didn't need a bank charter. Well, fast forward 3.5 years. Varo is the first consumer fintech to receive a full national bank charter while growing our business to millions of accounts, expanding our team, and saving our customers hundreds of millions of dollars. With the bank charter, Varo will expand its innovative product line and help bring higher level of financial inclusion and equality to millions of people across the country. We intend to help people stretch their paychecks, gain access to affordable credit, and start saving money. Sound interesting? It's so exciting to achieve something that everyone said couldn't be done. But it's also important to remember there's a whole team that came together to make this happen at Varo. We achieve great things when we work together and are there for one another. This is why StartOut and its network of investors, mentors, and resources are so important to the future of LGBTQ entrepreneurs. I encourage each of you to find a way to support, mentor, connect, or just get involved in StartOut and encourage that next trailblazer. Thank you again for this great honor.
Wow, that was very impressive. Congratulations to Zuleyka and on all your success at Zero Grocery and Colin Walsh at Varo Money. I would also like to take a moment for everyone to admire my shirt. I bought this when I was still allowed to go to Italy. What's funny is even when I walk around in Italy, no matter how gay I look, somehow I still pass for straight. That's just how gay all the Italians look. Also, my favorite thing about Italy is the word for gay in Italian is just gay with an Italian accent. It's just gay. So you'll hear Italians talk, they'll be like, allora, ma hai visto questo ragazzo? Ma mi sembra gay. So, per tutti I gay che stanno guardando, benvenuto. All right. Now, a very friendly reminder that we are here to celebrate our honorees and support the work of StartOut. We are dropping a link on how to donate in the chat, or you can pull out your phone and text SOAWARDS to 44321. Now, did you know that if you donate $100, you'll receive a link to join us in our VIP after party with our honorees and special guests? Let's do a quick check-in on our progress. Our chat moderator is dropping an update in the chat on where we are as we speak. We're getting pretty close to our goal, so let's keep the donations coming, and we'll be back later to check in. We're so proud of the work that our Growth Lab graduates have done. Let's hear from another one. Please welcome Kelly McDonald.
Thank you, Matteo. Kindu is a data platform for social commerce, and we help brands connect to high-end, bespoke, non-fraudulent influencers that perform. It was in early January that many of our clients began reporting products were on back order because of the manufacturing delays in China. By the end of February, our office building had been closed. And just like we were there for our influencers, StartOut's been there for us. The StartOut Growth Lab helped Kindu since our early days, but now that we're launching our seed round in the middle of a pandemic, where VCs across the country have pulled back on funding early stage startups, StartOut has been integral in holding those doors open for us. We accepted our first check from an angel that we met through StartOut, and StartOut connected Kindu to several VC firms that we believe will participate in the round. As an LGBTQ plus founder, I'm committed to ensuring that we have as diverse an investor base as we do an internal team, and furthering the StartOut's mission of economic equality. I couldn't be more grateful to the StartOut team for their commitment to Kindu.
Awesome to hear your story, and congratulations on all your success, Kelly. Let's give out the next two awards. To present StartOut's Advocate Award to Jérôme Guillen will be Carla Hendra from Ogilvy. And to present StartOut's Leadership Award to Martine Rothblatt will be Cyan Gomel. Please welcome Carla Hendra.
Thank you, Matteo. This is my absolute favorite event of the year, the StartOut Awards and Gala. Ogilvy has been involved with StartOut for several years, and we love being part of the award ceremony because we have our own commitment to LGBTQ plus diversity and inclusion, and also really support entrepreneurial innovation. So we're honored to be able to introduce this year's recipient of the Advocate Award. Well, this virtual stuff isn't as fun as the in-person event in San Francisco, and I know we're all pretty zoomed out because of the last 6 months of remote working. Still, I think it's fair to say that this year's Advocate Award recipient really puts the Z in Zoom. Jérôme Guillen, who's the president of automotive at Tesla, one of the most phenomenal disruptors of several industries. Jérôme has had several key roles at Tesla for over the last 10 years and has created billions of dollars in market value for Tesla. But what Jérôme has done differently in the very conservative automotive industry is to not only be fully out himself, but he's also made diversity and inclusion the way he works at Tesla. Jérôme has had 5 years of a perfect 100 out of 100 score in the HRC Corporate Equity Index, which includes getting equal health coverage for transgender individuals, equivalency in same-sex medical and benefits. These are policies that actively prohibit the discrimination of employees based on gender or sexual orientation. And Tesla has a perfect score on using suppliers owned by individuals who are members of the LGBTQ community. So Jérôme has put Tesla's money where their mouth is. I don't know how you work for Elon Musk, be a genius PhD engineer, and also find time to support groups like StartOut with real involvement. But this is what Jérôme has done for many years. I'm really thrilled on behalf of StartOut and Ogilvy to make the 2020 Advocate Award to Jérôme Guillen. All of our thanks and congratulations to you.
Hello, this is Jérôme Guillen talking to you from the Tesla factory here in Fremont, California. Thank you for the recognition. I feel very honored and I'm glad to be able to support StartOut. StartOut is a great organization on many levels. First, by supporting LGBTQ entrepreneurship. Second, by sustaining and fostering entrepreneurship here in the Silicon Valley, something that we should not take for granted. And third, by organizing events like this one, which help with a little denser social network. It feels good to be associated with a mission-driven organization. Here at Tesla, we work every day to accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. I admire the StartOut mission to support LGBTQ entrepreneurship, and I will continue to support to the largest possible extent. Thank you again. I hope we can celebrate in person next year. Until then, cheers.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited to be here to present yet another prestigious award on behalf of StartOut and Silicon Valley Bank. SVB is the bank for the innovation economy and is a proud sponsor of StartOut. I'm honored to present the 2020 StartOut Leadership Award to Dr. Martine Rothblatt. Dr. Rothblatt has been an amazing role model for the LGBTQ community. She has an incredibly long list of accomplishments, and I'm only going to mention a few. She is the chairman and CEO of United Therapeutics, a company she started to save the life of one of her daughters. United Therapeutics offers FDA-approved medicines for pulmonary hypertension and is working on manufacturing an unlimited supply of transplantable organs. Dr. Rothblatt has also founded and led SiriusXM and served as its chairman and the CEO. Along the way, she designed the world's first electric helicopter and won the Guinness World Record for speed, altitude, and flight duration. Her accomplishments are not limited to being just a compassionate leader and a serial entrepreneur. She has established health law standards for the transgender community and also written books on xenotransplantation, gender identity, and cyber ethics. Her patented inventions cover aspects of satellite communication, medicinal biochemistry, and cognitive software. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Rothblatt for this year's Leadership Award.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak, and especially for awarding me the StartOut Leadership Award at your 9th annual conference. It's a great honor, and it means a lot to me because I have a huge amount of respect for the StartOut organization. From your headquarters in San Francisco and offices in major cities throughout the country, you are an inspirational force that is helping LGBTQ plus people throughout the country, and I'm sure throughout the world, have the fortitude to be our true selves as we go about our entrepreneurial initiatives. I'm not sure how many other trans public company CEOs there are right now, but I do know it's much, much better to be a trans pubco company CEO in the 2020s than it was, say, in the 1990s or early 2000s. This is a better time than there has ever been before. And while there still are challenges in coming out as LGBTQ+, I still remember my best friend spent hours begging me not to come out. I was out to him, but he said, "You were throwing away your entire career, Martine, if you do come out." And it turned out that he was wrong, and it was for the best of everyone. You know, they say that CEOs need to think outside of the box and demonstrate integrative thinking where you tie all the different parts of the organization together. But I think as LGBTQ plus people, these are almost inherent capabilities in us. Just by being non-heterosexual, we are kind of automatically outside of the box. And the ability to integrate our gender and our sexuality and our nonconformism and our being true to our soul makes us automatically very much more in tune with the integrative type of thinking, with a sense of empathy and togetherness for everybody in our organization. So I really encourage everybody to let your true self be out there and shine. It will provide inspiration both to other LGBTQ plus people in your organization, as well as inspiration to people, to the non-queer people in your organization. And I think best of all, you'll be a better person in the world. You'll be able to make more of a contribution into the world. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. To enjoy our life, and through enjoying our life, make the world a better place so everyone else can enjoy their lives. Thanks again so much for the Leadership Award at your 9th Annual Awards. I look forward to having a chance to meeting more of you in person after this whole pandemic is over. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Congratulations again to all of tonight's honorees. You know, I'm trying to think if I was going to be nominated for an award, God, in the past 5 months, it'd be like best kept mustache, best pasta maker, best watcher of America's Test Kitchen, which I don't know if anybody's watched that show. It's just a show of people that seemingly don't like each other, make pretty bland food, but I can't get over it. That and the British Bake Off, I've become obsessed. The British Bake Off, if anyone watches it, it's a bunch of British people in a field baking. And it's the antithesis of American cook shows, where our cook shows are like, if you don't cook this pie in 5 minutes, and there's always some kind of threat that goes with it. But I love the British Bake. The new season's coming out. I can't understand what they say. Last season, there was a woman named Rosie. They'd go up to the table and be like, all right, Rosie, what are you making today? And she'd be like, we're never taking nothing, always having nothing 2 and 4. It's like, all right, Rosie, we'll just wait and see what that is. Anyways, we'd now like to share one final StartOut Growth Lab success story. Please welcome Johan Munasinghe.
Thank you, Matteo. I'm Johan Munasinghe, founder and CEO of InKind. InKind was fortunate enough to be part of StartOut's Growth Lab this year. I have to give a very big thank you to Chris Davidson, Sarah, and Anders for their mentorship and for making the program such a success. InKind finances restaurants, so March and April were really tough months for us. Thankfully, our model is unique, and unlike other people in the space, we're still at it and actively growing our portfolio. Instead of lending money to restaurants, we purchase large amounts of gift cards and then sell those gift cards to consumers. It's a model that worked prior to COVID, and with some tweaks, it continues to still work well today. In response to COVID, we opened up our platform so that any restaurant could sell gift cards and get 100% of the proceeds. This enabled us to help 3,000 restaurants get added to the platform. That's 10x growth. Growth Lab ended in August, but Chris and I continued to have weekly calls, and I gained amazing insights from his knowledge, especially as we're raising this $50 million debt fund to help support more restaurants. I really am very grateful for all of you who've supported StartOut, and I can tell you firsthand how amazing a resource it's been to me as a founder, and how especially important it was during the pandemic to have that support. Thank you.
Thank you, Johan, so much for sharing your story with all of us. I'm Dr. Tiffany Jana from the StartOut board, and joining me tonight is my brilliant colleague, Tony Uceda.
Hi, Tiffany. Let's do that clink. Clink.
I joined the StartOut board to effect meaningful change in the LGBTQ plus business ecosystem. A StartOut board member once offered me critical mentorship when I desperately needed it, and now I have a chance to give back. It's so important to donate to StartOut tonight and any night so that we can continue expanding the opportunities, reach, and impact of our beloved community. The theme for tonight is Here for One Another, and we're asking you to be here for one another tonight, even if you've already done so. Thank you for all of the donations that have already poured in. We are so grateful to each and every one of you. And remember, donations of $100 or more will get you an auto invite to join our VIP after party in Zoom. You know you want to be there. So go ahead and be an MVP and donate again. You definitely want to do that. Tonight, supporting StartOut is so easy. Just get out your phone and text SOAWARDS to 44321. You'll receive a link to complete your donation.
Ching, ching. Tiffany, thank you so much for all your support. I also want to give a major shout out to all the honorees who are here from London all the way to San Francisco. We appreciate your time and your service. I want to also thank all the supporters that could be here today. Listen, we're roughly about $104,000 into our $120,000 goal, $16,000 more to go. And so let's go ahead and give some shout out to some of our favorite people. So Perry Edwards, my friend from the great state of Georgia, thank you for that $250.
Ryan Husk, thank you for your $250.
Nicholas Bonaventure from the great city of Washington, D.C., thank you so much for your gift of $51.
Michael Holloman, $100. Yes, thank you.
Chris Young, thank you so much for your gift of $500. We sincerely appreciate your support.
And Alexandra Tanner, $100. Thank you.
Thank you. Merci. Perry Edwards, again, we got your $250. Ryan Husk from San Francisco, can't go wrong, $250 represented. It looks like we got another couple gifts coming in.
Owen Loftus, $50. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep it coming, people. I'm so impressed.
Also,
Keep
I
it
want to
coming.
thank a gift that came in. John Lake from Wells Fargo gave us a gift of $200. Thank you, John. We appreciate it. I also want to give a special thanks to Robert Day and Martine Rothblatt for a $2,500 gift that came in. Thank you so much.
You're so close.
Yep.
So close. Bring it in.
Keep it in. Come on. And then also, too, want to finalize, I see that we also received a gift from Dan Vitek and Andreas Weidler for $5,000. Thank you so much. Oh, look, there's some more gifts coming in, Tiffany.
Blake Larson, $100. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yes. Andrew Wheeler, we got a $500 gift. Joe De Pasquale, $104. That's great. Thank you for representing San Francisco.
Mark Jameson, did we thank you, Mark Jameson? Just in case, thank you, Mark Jameson.
Thank you. I also want to give a shout out to someone who I know has given a gift. We got Chris Sinton here, who's gave a $500 gift. Thank you for representing Portlandia. We appreciate your support. Also, I want to give a major shout out to a person that has given a gift. It was monetarily as well. It's Elaine Brightman. Elaine Brightman, thank you so much for the gift that you have given us as well.
Thank you.
We appreciate your support. Go ahead.
Derek Barnes. Thank you, Derek, for your $250 donation. We're getting so close. Keep them coming, people. Yes.
I also want to thank Lorenzo Theoni, or as it says here, Giovanni Theoni, for $5,500. We appreciate the gifts that you have given us. Woo-hoo! Yes. So, y'all, come on. Keep on bringing them in. We still need your support. In order to make this event a reality, we need to make that $120,000 mark. Any support, whether it's big or small, is crucial to helping us grow our programs and services.
This puppy wants you to donate. Look, Sleepy Puppy is asking you for your donation. The LGBTQ's business community, we need these donations to help run these programs, make it happen for the people.
Yes.
Puppy says yes, donate.
Absolutely. We've also received some other gifts that have sort of come in. So we've got Suzanne Killia, who made a contribution of $5,000. Suzanne, thank you so much for making that gift of $5,000. Thank you for your amazing support. I also want to encourage everyone to go ahead and please text 44321 StartOut Awards, SO Awards, to make your contribution today. And so now, Tiffany, cheers to you.
Cheers, everyone.
And let's go ahead and bring it back to Telly Leung.
I am thrilled to be here at the StartOut Awards with all of you, and I love the theme for this year, Here for One Another. I know as an artist who's always doing scary and risky and innovative things, I count on my fellow artists to be there for me when I need it the most, when I'm feeling doubt about myself and about my work. I just need that little bit of a boost, and I need somebody there to say, hey, I believe in you. I believe in you and me. I believe that we will be in love eternally. Well, as far as I can see, you will always be the one for me. Oh, yes, you will. I believe in dreams again. I believe that love will never end. And like the river finds the sea, I was lost, but now I'm free. Now I'm free, 'cause I believe in you and me. I will never leave your side. I will never hurt your pride. When all the chips are down, baby, I will always be around. just to be right where you are, my love. You know I love you. I will never leave you out. I will always let you in to places no one's ever been, deep inside. Can't you see, oh can't you see that I believe in you and me? Maybe I'm a fool to feel the way I do. Well, I will play the fool forever just to be with you forever. I believe in miracles and love's a miracle. Oh yes, baby, you're my dream come true. I was lost, but now I'm free. Now I'm free, 'cause I believe in you and me. See, I was lost, but now
So it looks like we've reached almost our goal. We're at $106,000. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. We're at about $110,157,557. Thank you all so much for your support. Please know that you can still make a contribution even though the event is finished. We will have the text to pledge open during the VIP and GA sessions. Just go ahead and text SOAWARDS to 44321. And finally, I want to thank our corporate sponsors Ogilvy, Oric, and Warburg Pincus for your amazing support. Now back to you, Matteo Lane.
Wow, that was so fun. That was amazing. Your participation in tonight's event will help StartOut continue its investment in LGBTQ plus entrepreneurs all around the country. We really appreciate your support. And you can continue contributing to StartOut by texting SOAWARDS to 44321. While tonight's event may be over, the fun and fundraising don't stop. You can hang out here, you can continue to chat, you can hop onto our VIP after party or join our general after party. I didn't get my Thai food, it never came, and now I'm starving and I'm furious. But I did get a couple of your numbers in the chat, and hopefully by the end of this week, I will have a husband, because that's something I need in 2020. More information on both events can be found in the chat. And thank you for allowing me to host tonight. I had a great time and I hope that you did too. So have a wonderful evening and good night, everybody.